I'm JNAPS MMA. This is my recap and breakdown of UFC Paris. Renato Money Moicano versus Benoit Saint Denis. Man, what a card. This thing was crazy. We got Ailin Perez twerking all over the place. We got blood everywhere from Benoit Saint Denis after the beating he just took from Renato Money Moicano. He couldn't afford to lose. Let's get on to the first fight of the night. We have Boji Oki versus Chris Duncan. I picked Oki I should have not picked Oki. I knew I should have gone with Chris Duncan. But in the first round, Oki goes for a takedown and Duncan does the signature Dustin Poirier, jumped that ghillie, and Oki got locked up. And it looked like he was going to get out of it. But the choke was pretty tight, and when Duncan let go, Oki was asleep on his chest like a pillow in a blankie. Great win by Duncan. He really needed it after the passing of his mom. Rest in peace to your mom, Duncan. On to the second fight of the night. We have Nora Cornolle versus Jacqueline Cavalcanti. I picked Nora Cornolle, and Jacqueline Cavalcanti keeps telling me to stop picking these lesbians against her. In the first round, it was back and forth, but Cavalcanti used the same game plan she used as Jocelyn Nunez. She was picking her apart on the feet, using her knees very good. A lot of leg kicks. She was just putting really good strikes together. But she did kind of cheat, and I think it was the second round when Noli was about to take her down, and she grabbed the cage. Surprising the ref didn't do anything, knowing that Noli was from France, but whatever. Noli could have had the takedown, Cornolle, whatever you say your name. But doesn't matter, man. She was in the third round. She was really frustrated, and she actually screamed at her coaches, like to tell them to shut up. And that's how you know a fighter is very frustrated and is gonna lose the fight, and she did. Great win by Cavalcanti, winning on short notice, like after fighting a month ago. Crazy. On to the next fight. We have Daniel Barez versus Victor Altamirano. I picked up Victor Altamirano in the first round. Barez drops Victor Altamirano pretty bad, but Altamirano gets up and he recovers pretty nicely. He did try to get himself back in this fight, putting a little bit more output, but when your coach is James Vick, you know you inherit that beautiful chin that he has, and he got dropped multiple times in that third round, solidifying that win for Barez. Great win by Barez. That's all I gotta say. On to the fight we all want to talk about. The Gooner fight. Ailin Perez versus Darya Zeleznyakova. I'm gonna butcher that chick's name. Ailin Perez was twerking all over the place, bro. She went nutty. She was slapping that butt everywhere, slapping ass I picked Ailin Perez for that reason. And after getting her second takedown in the fight, she gets on top position and she gets into an arm triangle choke. And she wasn't even in the right position, but the choke was so tight that Darya's face was red, and she just pretty much had to tap. And Perez gets another win, twerks on Darya's face, bro, and just proceeds to twerk all over the place. I know Murab was out there going crazy for her, but great win by Ailin Perez. She did miss weight though. It was pretty bad, bro. She was like literally shaking off the scale, but she got a win and started to shake some ass off the scale too. So, off the octagon. So, yeah. Great win by Ailin Perez. The Gooners loved it. She's solidifying herself as the twerk queen in the UFC. Big booty Ailin Perez. On to the next fight of the card. We have Taylor Lapilus versus Vince Morales. I picked Lapilus, and it was just a kickboxing clinic for Lapilus, man. Great shot ripping the body, using his jab very well. And it was just like that for all three rounds. He was just tagging Vince Morales on the feet. And I don't know what the French crowd was saying. God knows what, but it was nothing good. I think Bisping even said it when the translator was like, yo, they're saying this. He's not even supposed to say whatever. It doesn't matter. Lapilus gets a win. On to the next fight of the card. We have Ludovit Klein versus Roosevelt Roberts. I picked Ludovit Klein. In the first round, Roberts kind of won that round on the feet and landing good shots. He even landed a nice head kick. But in the second round, Klein finally woke up and started to pick up the pace and decided to take down Roosevelt Roberts and land ground and pound. And in the third round, Roberts put up a really good fight, but it was not enough. Just Klein with the takedowns and just ground and pound. But you can see the improvement in Roberts every time he gets into the octagon. He pretty much, I saw a lot of improvement in this fight. And I wasn't impressed with Ludovit Klein, bro. I wanted to see him, finish Roberts, man. You're the one with the full camp, man. And he couldn't even finish Roberts, man. And he took a lot of damage too. But whatever, Klein gets the win. I don't know what you give Klein next. Maybe a ranked opponent. On to the next fight. We have Oumar Saint versus Jung Do-Own. I picked Saint, and in the first round, Saint started to feel himself a little too much, and then he got cracked by Jung, and Saint goes for a takedown to save himself, but Jung gets up and stuffs another takedown and cracks him back again. So you can see that Saint was like, oh crap, I can't really play around with this guy. But in the second round, Saint does a really good job chewing the leg kicks, and Jung just kept, he couldn't fight the distance with Saint, and Saint does definitely have better kicks than jabs. Let's just say that. But finally, he started to tag Jung at the end of the round, and in the third round, story of the fight basically was him chewing up the legs, tagging Jung on the feet, and even showing great cardio for a light heavyweight, man. Getting the win. Great job by Saint. Still undefeated. On to the next fight of the card, the featured prelim. We have Ian Cutelaba versus Erslan. Ivan Erslan. Ian Cutelaba, man, the resurgence is real for him. I picked Erslan though, and Ian Cutelaba was in his flow state in the first round, man, and throughout the whole fight, bro was working Erslan, grappling really good, had great takedowns. He wasn't even gassing out, honestly. He did really good, but Erslan does get a takedown in the third round. And kind of won there. He kind of won the third round, but Ian Cutelaba does get back up, and he kind of went to go take down Erslan, and Erslan kind of hurt himself, maybe his knee or something, when he went for the takedown. I mean, when he's falling from the takedown, but it was somehow a close fight. Split decision for Cutelaba. He clearly won though. They could have, I guess the first round was pretty close, but I didn't see Erslan doing so much. But great win by Ian Cutelaba. He really needed this win. If not, he was really going to get cut in the UFC. But on to the main card, we have Matt Frevola versus Faris Ziam. I picked Frevola. And in the first round, Frevola does get a takedown and gets a ghillie on top, but loses it and lands on top mount. But Ziam gets up and tags Frevola pretty bad, bro. He was really throwing punches at Frevola bad. And Frevola does his little signature run away from anything because he doesn't want to get smacked. Ziam gets in the fight though in the second round. He starts tagging Frevola on the feet. Frevola, you can see him struggling to hit Ziam. He was just, the reach and the height was too much for Ziam, and this man Frevola started throwing heavy shots and they weren't landing. And at the end of the second round, Ziam takes him down, and Frevola gets on Frevola's back and almost gets a rear naked choke. But in the third round, crazy finish, man. In the third round, Frevola's trying to get up, and Ziam lands a nasty lanky knee that just lands on the chin of Frevola, and he knocks out the steam of Frevola. And Frevola even needed help to get out of the cage, man. Frevola just, I don't know, he's not looking good out there. He looks done out there, man. I think the age is catching up to him. But great win by Ziam. He got performance bonus of the night off that win. Huge win for Ziam, bro. He was like an underdog in this fight, and he got it done. On to the next fight of the card. We have Morgan Charriere versus Gabriel Miranda. I picked Charriere to win this fight, and Miranda was looking like a soy pulling guard. And just, you know, he was trying to get this fight to the ground and grind it out on the ground, but I don't know, he did look a little bit more active in the first round. He did land a couple uppercuts, but Charriere did a good job controlling the standing. And in the second round, Miranda throws like some weak ass spinning back fist, and Charriere takes advantage of it and lands a nice left that knocks out Miranda, and just puts him not to sleep, man. But it was a great knockout, and he put on a great post-fight interview. He even spoke English, which had me surprised because I was like, bro, like, you're French, you're supposed to be talking your native language. But then, you know, he started talking in French and firing up the French crowd, telling them telling them to sing the national anthem or whatever. It was a great win by Charriere. He got a performance bonus of the night. On to the next fight. We got my boy Bryan Battle. Oh my God, Bryan Battle. Bryan Battle is for real, dude. He is legit, man. And Kevin Jousset versus Bryan Battle. I picked Bryan Battle to win this fight, and Battle walked out. His walkout song, I can't say it in English, but I'm going to say it in Spanish. So, Negros en París. Go look it up, the translation. In the first round, both guys were kind of tagging each other on the feet. And Battle was really trying to get this fight to the ground, but Jousset did a really good job reversing it and wizarding it anytime he would like get close. But both guys were eating each other's punches. Like Bryan Battle, you can just see his chin just go back, and he would just keep walking forward like a zombie. But the Butcher started eating too many punches, and the pressure was up, and Jousset was done, man. He just went after him in that second round, landed everything, and Jousset just didn't have anything for him. TKO on the feet. And great win by Bryan Battle, dude. He started middle fingering everybody in the crowd. Boos everywhere. I just love Bryan Battle's energy anytime he's in a fight. He's there to kill somebody in the octagon. He's there to win by knockout. He's there to do some damage. Great win by Bryan Battle, man. And he did get a performance bonus of the night. He did get fined though for you know, this sorry ass democracy of a we're gonna talk about it later. But sorry ass democracy of France, but whatever. On to the next fight of the card, because this one's the one that really got me pissed off. William Gomis versus Janderson Brito. I picked Janderson Brito to win, and he won in my opinion. In the first round, he starts off aggressive. He starts off aggressive with the leg kicks and tagging Gomis. He was even winning the clinch exchanges too. The only thing that happened was Gomis Brito had his back, and he slips off, and Gomis gets on mount. That was the only thing that happened. He had control time for a while, but then at the end, Brito locks up a submission, bro. He locks up a ghillie. That it was tight and everything, but just because the round ended, bro, he did not get it. I don't know how he did not win that first round, though. That was his first round. In the second round, Brito had another submission attempt. He had an arm triangle attempt, and he was the same thing, as aggressive in the second round. Gomis just running away from him, had nothing for him. And dude, he just looked like Brito was gonna go win this fight. But in the third round, Gomis was just tagging Brito a bit, and he made it. I don't know how it wasn't that close. It was close, but it wasn't that close that you can say Gomis won. It was a robbery. I had Brito winning this fight. I just don't understand how Gomis wins it. Of course, corrupt ass France. They decided, yo, let's give a Frenchman a win. And yeah, we're gonna get to it. It sucks. It sucks that Brito should have won that fight. But on to the co-main, we have Nasruddin Imavov versus Brendan Allen. I picked Imavov to win this fight, and the French commission is corrupted, bro. Like, it's really corrupted. If you haven't seen Guru's video, Brendan Allen and Renato Moicano had to draw blood and piss after weigh-ins, which they should not have done. It didn't make sense. It did not make sense. They shouldn't have done it. But the worst part is that Imavov and Saint Denis didn't have to draw blood or piss. They got to go back to their rooms and chill after weigh-ins, bro. And that right there is not cool, bro. UFC got to do something about that. That was not cool at all. But in the first round, okay, now this is what pisses me off. In the first round, Allen gets a takedown, and Bisping is out here hating on Allen for not doing anything. Like, okay, he didn't really do anything in the first round, like with that takedown. But you ain't gotta be hating on him in the commentary, bro. He's winning that round. He has control time at least. Like, Imavov wasn't gonna get up from it. Bisping really pissed me off in the commentary. Like, this card, bro. He's just really horrible, dude. He sucks. In the second round, though, it was all Imavov sprawling all of Allen's takedowns and just throwing some ground and pound and winning the grappling exchanges. But what pisses me off the most is that Allen would just go for a takedown and land face first into the canvas, bro. He wouldn't even try and strike with him, bro. He would, like, and when he did try and land a strike with him, he would actually land, but he would just go trying for the takedown and actually win the fight. But it was just like, bro, what are you doing? Whatever. I just didn't get it, bro. In the same thing, like, the coaches were telling Allen, bro, you need a finish right now. You need a finish. It's 1-1, but he needs a finish. He needs to stop going for the single legs and trying to get a takedown. And the first thing this man does is shoots for a single leg and he doesn't get it. So what does he do? He gets back up and started actually landing good shots. He started actually tagging up Imavov a little bit. But then he would go straight for the leg, for the freaking single leg, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You're like, some of these fighters, I swear, have no IQ, and it really hurts them in the fight. Like, if Allen really just had, like, kept striking with Imavov, and probably would have, like, tagged them up a bit, probably would have won this fight. But just because he was so scared to, like, get caught or something, he would shoot for a takedown that, you know, it made Imavov look good because he was gonna obviously stuff it. He has good takedown defense, bro. But it just pisses me off, man, when some fighters just aren't smart in there, man. And Allen was in there talking crap, saying, oh, I'm gonna win this fight and I'm gonna get that fight against Duplessis. Now you ain't getting anything, bro. You ain't even getting a fight with Duplessis. Great win by Imavov. I picked Imavov. Somehow I picked him for that reason. But on to the main event, bro. On to the main event. Money Moicano can afford to lose, man. Money Moicano needs money. French is corrupt, yeah. Renato Money Moicano versus Benoit Saint Denis. I picked Saint Denis to win this fight, but in reality, if you watch my prediction video, I really wanted Moicano to win this fight. And I should have just gone with my gut, man. Because in the first round, Money Moicano dominated Benoit Saint Denis. He literally took him down and just went crazy on him with the ground and pound. Landing elbows, bro. Landing crazy punches all over Saint Denis. And every time Saint Denis tried to get up, he would give up his back. And boom, he would go right back down. And it'd be the same game plan again. Tagging him up in more elbows. Slicing this man's face all over the place. And bro, when the round was over, that Saint Denis had to get up and go to that chair. His right eye was completely shut and he was bleeding everywhere. At that point, I knew they were stopping the fight because, bro, that eye was not going to open. And then his left eye was really swollen on the bottom. And even Moicano even said in his post-fight press conference, he said, I kind of really didn't want to like tag with him that much because his eye was looking really bad and I knew it was going to be a doctor stoppage. And in the second round, Moicano's takedowns were getting stuffed by Denis. I don't even know how they gave Denis the second round. Like, they gave him the second round like if he won. But it doesn't matter. As soon as the round stopped, they went to doctor was there looking at Denis and they said, if you can look out of an eye, you're obviously it's a doctor stoppage, and that's what happened, man. And man, I'm so hoping for Moicano, man. I can't believe he won, bro. Dude went crazy on the post-fight interview, saying "fuck Markarov" and after the globalists, bro. He went crazy, bro. Like he always does in the post-fight interviews, man. And France really does suck, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. The democracy over there is stupid and it's crazy. And Moicano really did give a lot of pointers out there. The real goats tonight were Moicano and Brian Battle for me, man. Great win by Moicano. He says he wants an easy fight, man, and you gotta give him an easy fight because he's been fighting dogs. They just been throwing him dogs, and he's been taming these dogs, killing these dogs. He wants Paddy Pimblett next. He wants Dan Hooker. Yo, run a tough season with Moicano and Paddy Pimblett. Watch how everyone's gonna be watching. I'll be tuning in on Tuesdays to watch that, buddy. I'll be tuning in to watch that. Maybe Guru gets a little bit lucky and we get to see Guru on there. But man, what a great fight. What a great card. A lot of finishes. And hey man, next week is UFC 307. We get to see Roundtree lose to Chamba. One more thing I gotta talk about. I made a Discord chat. It's in my channel description, and it's gonna be in the bottom description as well for this video. Man, let's talk UFC in that Discord channel, man. It's just, just for us to just talk UFC, man. And I don't know, just talk crap. It's a Discord channel. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Like and subscribe. I always got more videos coming out for y'all. Yeah, I'm Jane of MMA, man, and I'm out.